What's good, guys? And now we are in. This is part two of the Learn Web 3, uh, diving into the freshman tier or level. So that's the basics. So continue on from last time. We're now level 3, which is on this part, which is what is ETH. ETH is literally the main currency, you could say, on the Ethereum blockchain. Literally, ETH is the main currency on the Ethereum blockchain, but Ethereum itself is a decentralized blockchain that supports smart contracts, which is important. And the Bitcoin network, because Bitcoin also has its own blockchain, so that's what I'm referring to here. It only supports the transfer of other Bitcoin around its blockchain, but doesn't support smart contracts and anything like that. So yeah, Bitcoin blockchain isn't very popular. You can build decentralized applications on the Ethereum blockchain, which is literally just like think of normal apps, but this time decentralized. And what that means is since they're decentralized, you won't be able to get as much data off of those apps as you would have if they were centralized, which is good for us, but it's bad for like developers, app makers, and anyone who actually wants an easier way, you could say, of making money through tech. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to make money through tech. Maybe Web3 isn't for you because there's very specific ways to make money through Web3, and decentralized apps can be one, but most of the time they really won't. It's more of the service or platform which that decentralized app is being hosted on, which will make money. But yeah, you might not make money. It's very specific ways you can make money on the blockchain. Very specific. But anyways, the languages people use to program and that I've used to program the Ethereum blockchain is Solidity and JavaScript. You do use JavaScript a lot, but like just for making smart contracts, specifically for making smart contracts, you use Solidity, which is it's in its baby stages. It's a new language, so yeah, but it's fine. It has its own IDE, which is Remix IDE. And if you take a look at Remix, it's clunky, it's kind of but at the same time, it's useful for what it does. But still, because of it's how new the IDE is and the languages, people still use Visual Studio Code to code on Solidity. So that's just a tip. Use Visual Studio Code to code on Solidity, not like Remix IDE itself. Solidity is currently being used because it shows POW, which is proof of work. And in the future, Ethereum plans to shift to POS, proof of stake. So Solidity might be tossed aside soon, maybe. It's a big maybe, but it might. I think it probably will, which won't be too big of a loss, but it might. Smart contracts. Smart contracts are what are things that are pieces of code that tell the blockchain how to handle like this NFT or how this NFT works or how this NFT's functionality work or how to handle this cryptocurrency, how this cryptocurrency works. That's what a smart contract does. It tells the Ethereum blockchain what this NFT does, what this cryptocurrency does, how it works. It even tells it what this decentralized app does and how it works. All of that. That's what a smart contract does. So I don't know why it's called a smart contract. Should have been called like smart functionalities or something like that. I don't know why it's called smart contracts, but that's what they do. And ABI, which is really common when you're coding with Solidity and JavaScript, because you'll need your DApps ABIs a lot. And ABI stands for Application Binary Interface, which is a standard way of communication for going into the blockchain with information and from contract to contract information. So it's a way for smart contracts and the Ethereum blockchain to like basically for the Ethereum blockchain to read the smart contracts. That's what the ABI does, and to make it easy for other smart contracts to read it. So that's useful. ERC tokens. This is just a way of saying cryptocurrency token. So if you ever hear ERC20, just know it's talking about cryptocurrency. If you ever hear ERC 721 or ERC 1155, they're talking about NFTs. And these are just standards in the blockchain. ERC20 and ERC 721 and ERC 1155. These are standards in the blockchain. They basically give rules for how cryptocurrency should be, how an NFT should be, and you have to follow those rules if you want your NFT or cryptocurrency to be on the Ethereum blockchain, which is kind of good because it makes the Ethereum blockchain have a standard of quality, which is always excellent. And An uncle rate is how often a blockchain is kicked off of the Ethereum blockchain. Sorry, how often a block is kicked off of the Ethereum blockchain. So that apparently happens every now and then for various reasons, but it's not often, but it does happen. So that's known as an uncle when your block gets kicked off the blockchain. Block time is the length of time it takes miners or validators to verify transactions with one block and produce a new block in the blockchain as a result. Orphan blocks are the blocks which are kicked off, so they were uncled. That's what orphan blocks are, they were uncled, so kicked off the blockchain. To build smart contracts, you usually would be using Hardhat, because Hardhat's very effective for building smart contracts in Visual Studio Code. Here's some extra stuff I got from Tech with Tim, like what a cryptographic hash is. And a cryptographic hash is essentially will hide your passwords through hash encryption and cryptographic hash functions, make it so all data sent to the address or received is unreadable except for the designated accounts. So this is how you could say crypto wallets, and you know what a crypto wallet is like, MetaMask. This is how they send. This is what they use to protect your passwords, basically, and protect all the information when it's being sent. And all the stuff here, you need to know this. The miners which are able to do to guess the specific combination for the block. So when you're mining blocks and you're able to guess the specific combination for mining a block that your computer is able to, anyways, they get a reward of 2 ETH, and the word is credited in that moment in the blockchain. So if you're mining cryptocurrency, just know, or specifically if you're mining Ethereum, then if you mine successfully at that moment, you most likely get 2 ETH as a reward, which I think is $12,000 now. Which for most people, you'd actually spend more to earn this than, so you'd actually be losing money in the end because you would have spent much more on technology, electricity, etc., etc. So very few specific people can actually gain money from this process. And yeah.